Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the season finale of Inside the Big Dynasty League, Season 4, also known as the Championship Show, because I just named it that now. This week we're going to break down our championship matchup. We're going to mention a couple of other things, talk about next season. We're going to have a trophy ceremony while we give the trophy to the new champ, who's now willing to touch it. We're going to start off by taking a look at last week's matchup of the week, which was our championship matchup. We got Wayne Enterprises, owned by our very own Statman Petey Cunningham, versus the Scarlet Pimps, owned by Sarah Cummings, also known as Lil Pete, Petey's sister. And Statman, why don't you break down the beating you put upon your sister, the bruises? And also, is her husband okay with how much you beat her? And does he ever beat her?
I don't think he ever has the opportunity to beat her. But I don't think he was happy about me beating her. But he at least filmed the trophy presentation. So, stand-up guy, her husband, Terry. But, this game... It was looking a little bleak for Wayne Enterprises early on Sunday. Scarlet Pimps had a pretty good lead. Ezekiel Elliott going Monday night. Dallas already clinched the 1 seed, so there was a little bit of doubt there on how much he'd play. But by the end of the 4 o'clock games, there was no contest. Wayne Enterprises was down 5. Pimps had Derek Carr going. He got hurt. That did not help her cause. She actually benched Travis Kelce this week. He went off for 34.
Gosh.
Did not have Travis Kelce going, which did not help her cause. But even if she had a Travis Kelce in, she still wouldn't have won.
You can't sit a Bearcat. You can't sit a Bearcat.
Nope. He had his longest touchdown of his career, 80-yarder in that game. But it wouldn't have made a difference. Wayne Enterprises, as I mentioned last week, this is a team starting 8 of their original starters this year. 9 of Le'Veon Bell wouldn't have done that and gotten suspended for a couple games. But, health. Team stayed healthy all year. End of the year with 28 from Bell, 20 from Zeke, 25 from McCoy, 22 from Evans. The key additions in the draft were Breeze and LaShawn McCoy. Both of them stepped up this week. Breeze, a little less than normal. But, Pimps had a good year, but that second running back spot ended up not hurting them this week. They got 16.7 from Chris Thompson. I thought it was over when I checked it at like 1:30, and Thompson already had a rushing touchdown and a receiving touchdown. Thought this is how it's going to go. This is Peyton Manning in championship games right there. But luckily enough, the team stepped it up, got the win, felt really good.
Mitch, what do you got on this one?
Oh, man, this was a matchup that at first looked like it was going to be really, really close. But like you said, at the end there, your team just pulled away big time. I am just absolutely amazed at the running back core you have. You seriously have the top, at least the top 3 running backs in the league right now.
2, 3, and 4. David Johnson's number 1.
Man, how do you compete against that? Then you take a look here at the efficiency rating. You went out there, you put out a team that got 90.4% efficiency rating. I mean, you definitely show up to play this week. Lil Pete, though, 78%. She went back and forth on that Kirk Cousins play, went with Derek Carr. Carr got a respectable 27 points, but Cousins still outscored him, and Carr is out for the rest of the year.
Tough situation.
And then, Travis Kelce. I mean, the Bearcat. Here's what kills me. Sarah had been running a 2 tight end set almost the entire season.
All
every season
week.
Long. Almost every game, 2 tight end set. Gets the championship and sets Travis Kelce.
Can you click on Travis Kelce?
I can do that.
It'll show every week that she started him.
Let's take a look here. Let's see.
He was started every week but one.
Seriously. Yeah.
Every week but one, she started Travis Kelce and then decided to put him on the bench this week.
Oh, but like you said, even if would have started Kelce, it just would not have been enough to come through. It was an exciting game. It was an exciting season. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Glad you pulled it off. And Sarah, good job trying to hold on to that championship, be a two-peat. But it was hard to beat this team.
Congratulations, Statman.
Thank you.
Real quick, I'm going to make you do math. Is this the largest margin of victory you've had in a championship? Just say yes.
Yes.
All right, sweet.
I don't know. I got my butt kicked pretty good by the 69ers 2 years ago. That might have been the worst, but I don't know. We're going to go with yes, though.
All right, that works for me. Next up, let's take a look at our third place matchup. We got the JPP Firework Incident versus Mr. Clutch's fake football team. 2 new guys here fighting for third place, which gets them a little bit of money their way. Makes them look a little bit better than the other one. Statman, you want to break this one down for me while I eat some cornbread?
Yeah, we almost had a close shave in our third place matchup here. JPP Firework Incident comes away with the third with a mere 2.7 point victory over Mr. Clutch, and JPP Firework Incident I believe wins $50 for their performance in this third place game. So they're going home with a little money in their pocket. Mr. Clutch had 41 from Aaron Rodgers. I think he had 5 touchdowns. Antonio Brown came up big. But all came down to Monday night.
As it always does.
As it always does. Mr. Clutch had 3 players going. They just could not do enough. JP Fireworks got 3 points from Matt Prater, their kicker. It's enough to seal the win there over Mr. Clutch.
And looking at this here, JPP Firework Incident left Adam Thielen on the bench.
Ooh.
44.6 points on the bench. Still pulled out the win, but man, wouldn't it have been nice to have seen that out there. Ooh.
That would have been a real whooping of Mr. Clutch.
Man.
Oh, yeah.
Woo! Pounding. All right, so that's third place. No one really cares about it, but good job, JPP. And good job, Mr. Clutch's fake football team. 2 new teams getting to where it matters. Next up, let's take a look at the winner of the Toilet Bowl. We got Get Off Me versus Los Pandas Desnudo. The Pandas went back to the ways of the early season here. And it was rough. It was rough.
It was real rough.
Statman, you got anything on this that's of note?
Get Off Me almost did the double up here. Got 35 for Tyrod Taylor, who did so well last week that he's benched this week for E.J. Manuel. And David Johnson knew he would just carry Get Off Me to the 1 seed. 33.6 from David Johnson. Guy has been a monster the rest of this year. Get Off Me gets the number 1 pick. Congrats to them. So, I think that's it for meaningful matchups this week.
All right. Well, let's go ahead and let's take a look. We're going to go live to the trophy presentation. When the trophy will be presented to the Statman for the first time, he'll get to touch it and be right next to it for the very first time. So we're going to go live to that video now.
Good evening and Merry Christmas. Currently, the big Dynasty League Championship game is happening, and I'm your current champ, Sarah Cummings. And today, I would like to present this trophy as a present to my brother, who is going to win the Big Dynasty League Championship. Congratulations, Petey. Do not have to wait until 2020. I am just mainly ecstatic that the trophy is staying in the Cunningham family. So you all need to get better and step up your game. To Dad.
You all need to thank me for knowing so damn much about football that I passed down to both of them. Petey, in my honor, I present you the 2016 BDL trophy.
Thank you. Thank you. Good game.
Good game.
4 years in the league, been in the championship game, lost one. It feels good to finally touch this stellar trophy. Designed and built by the commish Randy and Mike Berry. They did a great job. We need to get the helmet on a little tighter, but that's okay. We can do that. I'd like to thank my team for staying healthy. 8 starters in the final game that played in my very first game of the season. 9 if Le'Veon Bell would have not been suspended. But team stayed healthy. Between that and just drafting through the years, it has led me to this trophy. So, feels big weight's been lifted off my shoulder. Finally got the first one. I'd like to thank Sarah for a good game and for being a great former champ, or still the defending champ. Technically, the game is still going on. And I would like to thank Dad for the football knowledge, as he said before. So, feels good to get this one under the belt. It's been a great season in BDL, and excited to see what 2017 holds for the league.
Very excited. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Merry Christmas.
And go Bucks.
Go Bucks!
Merry Christmas and go Bucks.
And we're back!
Oh, man.
Oh, man, what a great trophy presentation. Oh, goodness gracious.
It was good. That was
Man,
good.
you got changed and back here so quickly. How's it feel to finally get the win? Get to own this beautiful League Supreme Champion Dave Lapham trophy. How does it feel?
Felt more so relieved, really. There was joy in winning it. All the work, all the research, all the pain of past championship defeats that have all culminated in this moment. It did feel real initially. It didn't feel real until I touched the trophy. That's when it was like, all right, this is real. But, all the 2020 jokes that, I heard from other league members and stuff like that. It's nice to just know that my name is going to be right here, and nobody can take that away from me. It's done. So I got one off the back. Now it's time to go get that second one. We got a couple days break. Got to enjoy it, but now it's back to work for next year.
Man, already looking for next year.
Man.
Speaking of next year, well, congratulations, sir.
Thank you. And a very fine job on this trophy.
All right.
It is glorious.
All right. Speaking of next year, though, what do we think we have to change? What's going to happen next year? Do you think it's going to be more competitive and crazier than this year? Which I can't barely imagine with the craziness we got this year. Trading got crazy. There was drama. It was all sorts of craziness. We could be our own TV show almost already. But what do we think is going to happen next year? Let's go ahead and just start with the commish.
Well, as we've talked about previously in the season, we are going to do an off-season trade review, on a review on trade policy. I hope to get together a committee of other league members to focus on revamping trade policy in the league. So that may look like just formalizing a lot of rules that kind of have been out there as, questionable and or unspoken rules, not actually rules in the Constitution kind of thing. Wrapping up what should be a rule and what should just be considered etiquette. And just closing any kind of loopholes that we may have and have found within trading within the league. Also, I think there's going to be looking at let's reevaluate this punter situation. Take a look at how it did this year, how much it impacted the league. Is it worth pursuing? What's going to happen there? And also just taking a look at if there's any other options of moving or switching up any kind of roster or scoring rules within the league. So I would like to take a good look at that during the offseason, get some input from other people in the league. We'll get the SOC together, get some voting out there, and see what we can do to keep this game exciting for the 2017 season.
Statman, what do you got? What are your thoughts?
Yeah, all the rule changes that you talked about, definitely punters. Definitely think we're going to reevaluate that one and maybe throw it out to another league vote again. And with that, roster sizes and see, if we keep the punter, do we add another spot? If we eliminate the punter, do we keep it where it's at right now with 19 players? So that's definitely something that the SOC is going to be looking at and league as a whole. Definitely trade policy, like you talked about. I think from a competitive standpoint, I think we had some very good new additions this year. So I think next year is going to be as competitive as ever. I really hope the divisions are not quite as lopsided as they were this year. But yeah, I thought this was an extremely competitive year. We had the new guys come in. Now that they've got a year under their belt, they got to pick some of their own college players. So now I think next year is going to be a big year for the college players as well because we're going to be 3 years into it as of next year. So we're going to start to see teams' rosters start to really reflect their college picks. I mean, I know I won it with 2 of my college picks, one from 15 and one from 14 that I had drafted. I won it with them, so I think that's really going to start playing a role on teams' roster makeups. So I'm excited for next year, though. I think it'll be another good year. This year was really exciting, and I think this league, we're starting to mature a little bit. There's still a few things to tidy up as far as the rules go. But I think we're in a really good spot. I think we got a really good group of owners. So I'm excited to see us grow and continue to get better.
Me too. I'm super excited for next year. I can't wait to see what we always make just tiny little changes, and it's really interesting just how much the tiniest little change can affect everything in the league. So it's super exciting for all that. I'm also very excited. I mean, we've been stepping up the show every year, so who knows? Next year, maybe we'll be at remote locations from time to time. Maybe we'll have actual sponsors. Who knows? We could go totally crazy.
I think it's time to hire a producer.
We might need to get a producer, hire them. We're going to pay them twice my current salary for doing the show.
Okay.
Is what I think we've budgeted for it because it is the producer role. It's a little bit more challenging. There's more to it. There's more buttons to press. You can't just stand here and look pretty like I do.
We might have to find some new sponsors if we're going to do that.
Yeah.
Well, we're going to double what I'm getting paid. So double my salary. I already looked at the numbers. We can do it. I'm not a math man.
Without getting more sponsorship.
Are we going to have to raise the league fee?
We're not going to raise league fee or nothing. I budgeted it all out. I talked to Math Boy. I didn't want to get you involved, Statman. You're in a championship. I figured out that we can double what I'm getting paid. We couldn't afford to double what you guys are getting paid. But what I'm getting paid, we could afford to double. So I'm looking forward to that. I'm already looking forward to next football season in general.
Oh, yeah. Some of us, this football season was great. But for the rest of us, any way you looked at it, this football season sucked.
Anyway, I guess that's all we really got. Looking forward to next year. Trading will reopen again somewhat soon-ish, right?
Yeah, we have to look at that. I think as of now, it's going to be on hold until policy is looked at.
Yeah.
But, we're hoping to speed that along and get that moving.
So if you have ideas or suggestions of things you want changed in the league, reach out to someone on the SOC, one of the 3 of us. You can tweet us at BDL or whatever it is. Whatever the Twitter is, you can use that. You can email us, whatever you want. Text, phone call, carrier pigeon. I just got some trained up. But
At @big_dynasty.
Thank you. That's it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, have a good day.
Have a good off season.
Yeah, this was it was a great season. Thank you all for participating. And I'll definitely look forward to a fun and eventful 2017.
Booyah.
Absolutely.